I'm Chase at Rocky Mountain ATVMC, and this is our 2017 Dual Sport and Adventure Boot Buyer's Guide. Alright guys, so here at Rocky Mountain we have a very large selection of dual sport and adventure boots, and we are here to help narrow down the search and hopefully steer you in the right direction. So I've got in front of me today 5 of our top picks and our best selling dual sport and adventure boots going into 2017. I'm going to walk through today and I'm going to briefly cover the key features and highlights that each one of these boots has to help give you a very good base to start from. Now, a couple things I want you to keep in mind as I talk about these boots. The first is that all these boots are going to be waterproof, and the second is that we have tried on and worn all these boots. In our opinion, they're all going to fit true to size. They're all very comfortable boots. They wouldn't be up here if they weren't. But we know that shopping online can be a little stressful, and that is why we have our fit guarantee. If you ever get a boot and you're not happy with the sizing or the fitment, just send it back to us in brand new unworn condition, and we will give you free shipping on your first exchange. Now, to get started today on our boot buyer's guide, the first 2 boots in our lineup are going to be 2 of our best-selling boots year after year. The first one is the Garn Balanced Oil. Now this boot, it's full-grain oiled leather. It's very comfortable. It has a reputation for being one of the most comfortable boots available. Now one thing to keep in mind with this boot, it was actually designed initially to be a trials boot, and it still is. But over time it worked its way over and it found a home in the dual sport adventure market. But being a trials boot, just keep in mind, it's not going to have a whole lot of added impact and abrasion protection, and it's not going to be as supportive to your ankle as the other boots in the lineup. But what it does have going for it is it's designed to give excellent feel on the foot pegs, and again, the comfort with this boot really is second to none. So if that's what you're going for, I would definitely check out the Balanced Oil from Gaerne. Now moving from there, another top seller year after year is the Forma Adventure boot. Full grain oil leather, 4-buckle design, big TPU shin plate here, but you're going to get some added protection with this boot as well. So if I turn it to the side and we look, what they've done is they've taken hard plastic inserts and actually put them underneath the leather. I like that because you get that protection you're wanting, but it still gives the boot a nice clean look. Now, if you're a guy that likes to spend a lot of time both on and off the bike, or maybe you want to go for a hike when you're out riding, this is going to be a boot that I would definitely recommend. If we turn it over and we look at the sole, the tread design on here is going to be more like a hiking boot. So a very good, aggressive lug style tread. So it's going to give good grip when you're on the bike, but especially if you're off the bike walking around. It's also a very comfortable boot, very flexible. So again, if you're a guy that likes to spend time off the bike, if you like to maybe go on hikes, definitely a boot that I would recommend for you. That's the Adventure boot from Forma. Now moving on from there, we take a slight departure into a boot that's going to be geared for a little bit more aggressive off-road riding. This is the Avantour boot from Falco. Now Falco, these guys have been making boots for over 20 years, and we are big fans of the Avantour. If you look at it, first thing you're going to notice is there's going to be a lot more hard TPU on this boot, so a little more impact and abrasion resistance here. So around the entire ankle cup, again, lots of hard TPU, and you're also going to notice you're going to get a hinged ankle here. So both lateral and medial side hinge. That's going to be nice. It's going to give good lateral and also torsion support to the ankle. If we turn around and we look at the back, another cool feature I like that Falco is doing, here in the heel cup area, you're actually going to get D3O padding. When it comes to materials that absorb shock, D3O is going to be very hard to beat. So that's a cool safety feature there. And lastly, here on the bottom, you're going to have a Vibram sole. So Vibram soles, very popular, known for being very durable and also giving great grip. So if you are having a hard time deciding, say, between the Avantour or the Adventure from Forma, just keep in mind the Forma, better for walking, a little more comfortable, and the Avantour is going to be a little bit better for aggressive off-road riding. Now we're moving on into one of my personal favorite boots. This is the Adventure Rain from Sidi. Now from a stylistic standpoint, protection and technicality, I think this boot just does everything extremely well. When you look at it, you're going to get split grain leather construction with a mix of Lorica. Lorica is a synthetic leather. It's very durable. And if you look at it here from the side, you're going to get a lot of impact and protection here on this boot. Lots of hard TPU out throughout the entire boot, reinforced toe box, reinforced heel cup, and up here on the top, a very large TPU shin plate to cap it all off. Now, a couple things I want to point out. The buckle design's one of our favorites here at Rocky Mountain. It's the cam lock design that they use in a lot of their motocross boots. Very easy to operate. They're self-aligning. Snap down, those are not going to go anywhere. And the last thing I want to touch on is their dual hinged ankle design. Again, going to give very good comfort for walking, but very good support for the ankle. Now you are going to step up in price with the Adventure Rain from the other boots we've talked about, but you are getting more technicality, more safety, and more support for the ankle. Now the last boot that we're going to talk about, this is the Toucan boot from Alpinestars. This is their flagship premium offering. Now similar to the Adventure Rain, you're going to get full grain leather and lots of hard TPU, so very good protection on this boot. But if I had to give the edge to one or the other, I got to go with the Toucan because this boot is going to be CE rated. If we turn and we look at the side here, again, lots of reinforcements throughout. Again, over top that full grain leather. 2 buckle design, huge TPU shin plate up on the top. Now, if I had to pick a buckle design of any boot that is on the market, I'm gonna go with the buckle design that they have on the Toucan. The same design that they have on their off-road motocross boots. It is self-aligning, they're self-cleaning, extremely easy to operate even with a very thick glove on. Those snap down into place and those are not going anywhere. You're gonna have a hinged ankle here on the side, and I also really like their flex blade system that they do on the front here. So it's a tongue and groove style system. It allows the boot, when you see I press it down, that's gonna go in. So it just allows the boot to be flexible, but also give good support to the ankle. The last thing we gotta talk about with this boot, if I turn it here and we look at the side, see this little tag? Yep, that says Gore-Tex. For any boot to have the best waterproofing or the best breathability, it's gotta have Gore-Tex. And that's why this is the premium flagship offering from Alpinestars. So if you're a rider looking for an ultra premium boot that's gonna have Gore-Tex lining, this is the boot that I would point you towards. All right guys, so that wraps up our 2017 Dual Sport Adventure Boot Buyer's Guide. Hopefully I've narrowed down the search and I've helped point you in the right direction. Remember, if you do have any thoughts, comments, or questions, I would love to hear them. Let me know what you guys think of our lineup today, so comment below. And if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. That will keep you up to date and in the loop on the latest gear guides, product reviews, and how-to videos that we are constantly rolling out to help you guys out. I'm Chase at Rocky Mountain, and we'll see you on the trails.